All right, guys. Hey, it is August the 2nd, 2024. I know I have not sat before you recording any videos lately. I've kind of got caught up in life. I do several other things. First, it just passed the birthday of my mother. This was her 62nd birthday. She's no longer with us. Um, but we still celebrate. I still celebrate her birthday. And she was born in 1962. So I'm like, 62, 62. Wow, isn't that's really special? Um, 6 and 2 is 8. So 8 and 8. And then my daughter reminded me that she passed away 8 years ago. So wow, 888 there. Um, so I was doing some things, celebrating with my family, just being reminded of my mother, and just thanking God for my mother. I'm sorry, there's some weird bug crawling across my windshield, and I don't want it to come in, but it's hot. Oh my gosh! But I don't. I want to always remember that I had a great, awesome mother. Now she was not perfect. We had some issues, but overall, I could not. I mean, we can't have perfect parents because none of us can be perfect. You know what I'm saying? So, full circle, if your parent was a good parent, you start to see, even if they have faults, you start to understand. Oh gosh. Okay, it's hot. Sorry, y'all. I'll cut the air down. I don't even feel the air though. Oh, because it's on. That's why. Because it was on defroster. It's been raining. It's about to rain. It's been raining crazy, flooding here in Florida. I know last week um, I was coming home from visitation, going to see my husband. And I take my granddaughter each week. He and her like are building their relationship, and she loves to go see him weekly. So we were coming home, like as soon as we were leaving visitation, it was about to pour down raining, and it did rain, but I'm like, I didn't think it rained that hard. For the streets were literally flooded, and I seen a car that was like stuck in the road. It was a couple, maybe a few yards up, and it was just stuck. And I'm like, oh shoot, like how did they even ride through that like that, thinking they can get through? Because I can clearly see from here that no, that's too deep. Don't even try to put your car through that. And I veered off, made a U-turn, and found a way to go behind the building and around some type of way. But they tried to go through it, and their car got stuck. So I'm like, wow, like how the roads flooding like that? That's crazy. But yeah, so we been having a lot of rain here in Florida, like a lot of heavy rain. But then it's when it's not raining, it is hot as jail, hot as jail. And I say jail because jail is hell. And I know this is a side note, and this is for my other channel, but I do believe that my passion and my purpose is justice, criminal justice reform specifically. So the overall niche is justice, but specifically criminal justice reform. And just a few moments before I start this story time, I want to just talk about the heat, the excessive heat. It is reaching in the hundreds in the South, Florida, Georgia, Mississippi, Alabama, all those places. I'm in a lot of prison reform groups. Sorry, my contact decides to fall off my eye right now as I'm speaking. But all those places in the South during the summer months, it gets excessively hot. And Florida is hot most of the year round almost. You get a little bit of coolness. And they're expected to be inside of cedar block cells. This ain't gonna work. This is not gonna work. And I hate to pull my contact out because I just put muscle up cream on my neck. Because my neck been hurting a lot. So now I'm about to get that all in my eye. Oh, have mercy, Lord, that hurts. Now I can't see it. It looked like it's something on my contact. But here's the little hard behind contact that hurts the gel out of me. But it is the only way that I'm able to see without it. I am legally blind. So though it is challenging at times to wear that thing is the reason why I can drive and why I can still function. Anyways, so it gets so hot during these months, and there is no AC in prisons. There's cinder block cells. There's no circulating air, and it is so extremely hot. At times it is hotter inside the cell than outside. And it's already, you can see how hot it is outside, but it gets hotter inside than it is outside at times. And then it's hot all day long, even when the sun sets, it's hot. It's just sweltering heat. I did an interview on my channel with a lady that did time in Florida DLC.
The window that they get, and that screening is the only air that they receive from the outside.
My goodness.
Of course, from in here, we can't open the window because of the, this outside of it, the surrounding, we can't cut through it.
This is the bunk.
But with the door open, just before we started packing up, the temperature in here was 99 degrees. We have a
I could feel how hot it is now. Y'all ready? You guys ready? 3 minutes. We already sweating. We are already sweating. This is the challenge.
This little hole here is where the water comes out of, whether it's hot or cold. So if you want cold water, for lack of a better word, because it's not cold, you push this button and then you try to drink like this.
Wow.
Yeah. So, and of course, as you see, there's no privacy to use the bathroom. So.
Oh, this is unbearable. I mean, I can bear it for three minutes.
Right.
But to just have to be in this.
Right. Do you have a loved one that's incarcerated?
Yeah, my husband. Yeah.
Where's he at right now?
He's at Okaloosa.
Okaloosa.
Yeah. But when he was in Florida State, I think those were, you were locked in, like, I think it's basically 24 hours. You get like an hour or something.
Yeah, you're supposed to be an hour a day outside, but it doesn't always happen. It's always by the needs of the staff, and then if you go on lockdown, it doesn't happen. If your husband's in a 2-man cell, this is how he lives. There's still no air conditioning.
Oh no, that's worse, right? That's worse with the open bay.
It's about the same. When the first 5 years I spent at Lowell, I was in B dorm, which was an old dorm, and at night, according to which officer shift it was, they would allow you to jump in the shower with your clothes on.
Oh goodness!
And you'd go back to bed, and an hour later you'd be awake again to go jump in the shower because your clothes would be totally dry. And that's how you spent your evenings.
Staying cool,
right?
Or trying to stay cool,
right?
Oh.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, no, this definitely is not going to work. We have got to do better. We need air conditioning.
When did your husband come home?
2039. So he's been there for 20 years. Oh, that's our time.
Did you survive?
And she said that during the extreme hot summers, during the evening times, the guards would allow the inmates, but we don't call them any inmates anymore because that's derogatory, but the citizens that are locked up, they would allow them to get into the shower with their clothes on, wet their clothes, jump back into bed, and then within a couple hours, they would be right back dry. And then they would repeat the process, and that's how they would stay cool through the night. And that many heat strokes happen, many people lose their lives due to these extreme heat. And a lot of people don't care because they say, you know what, they shouldn't have did what they did. Don't do the crime if you can't do the time. That's that holier than thou stance. Not knowing that our system is not fair nor just. Many people are in prison that should not be there. My husband is one of them, wrongfully incarcerated. That is not a freak accident. There are many people wrongfully incarcerated in DLCs all over this country. There are many that are excessively sentenced. There are people, because they have skin brown like mine, that got more time than people that have other skin tones. It is really a money grab. It's not about justice. And that answers your question as to why your neighborhoods are no safer. Because it's not there to keep us safe, like they claim. So that was just a quick plug. I'm sorry. I just always, that is my passion. That is my purpose. I believe that's why the Lord had me go through the things that I went through with my husband being wrongfully convicted, because he wanted to open my eyes, because I felt the same way. The way majority feel like, who cares? You know, we're suffering and we didn't do nothing wrong, so they deserve what they get. You know what I'm saying? Like setting yourself high and then looking down low on them. Not knowing that many of them don't deserve it. And many of them, maybe if you walked in their shoes and you went through the things that they went through, maybe you wouldn't be free out here. Maybe you would be incarcerated just like them, right? We're all one decision, one split decision can land you in prison. For my husband, his split decision was taking a ride from his cousin on a hot Florida day, walking home. Hey, cuz, you want a ride? Yeah, sure. That one decision landed him incarcerated for the last 22 years of his 40-year sentence. So you should care, because you could be the next bed filler. But I'm sorry, that's my passion, my purpose, and I believe why God had me come down this road, because I am to help others that go down this road, right?